July 20th. I think it's going to be a little warmer today, but it's still pretty nice. I was just out watering the flowers. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I'm on a text thread. Get on that sometime. I hope you are all well. I'm doing well. I'm totally not sure what to do about Christy's shawl. I did Dennis did a little video, helped me do a little video last night, and I'll put it at the end showing how I'm putting in the beads. Here's my swatch. I swatched it all different ways around the yarn overs. I did a decrease, put a bead in a decrease, see what I thought about that. I didn't bring the pattern. I way overdid it. I went through the pattern and marked everything I was going to put beads on, and it was ridiculous. And so I'm thinking about just putting the beads where the pattern says. That picture that I put up yesterday, if you look at it really closely, or if you get a good view of it, it really does show you where the beads are placed. And there are sort of three of the elements. There are about eight different sort of stripes of detail, and 3 of them have beads in them. And I'm thinking about just doing the beads where they say, because I went crazy and I can't even do what I thought I was going to do. I mean, so I think maybe I'm just going to do the beads where they are in the pattern. And then I don't know about the blue, to tell you the truth. I'm having second thoughts about the blue. Although now that I look at out in the sun, it looks pretty. And she will be in the sun because it's an outdoor wedding. Maybe I'll just go with the blue. She didn't have a preference between the blue or the white. The white is much more subtle, obviously. But the blue isn't in your face. It really isn't in your face. And I think she will be able to use a white with blue bead shawl in her married life after the wedding. So maybe I'll just stick with the blue, because I do like the blue colors. So I'm casting on today. And just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. It's got a garter tab cast on, which I find fiddly, but whatever. It's not that big. I'm gonna be using my knit picks, because they're the only ones where I have both a size 4 needle, because it uses a 4 instead of a 3. I bought a 3. And a cord. Having both the needle and the cord is a combination you can't beat. Well, I have not gone through and recovered my needles yet. I need to do that. My cicadas are here. And some birds. I haven't seen any sign of cicadas. I've only heard them. So I haven't seen any of their carcasses left behind or anything like that. So we shall see. So I was going to tell you about my Sunday. Now my niece Ella is going to be a junior now. Oh my gosh, time is passing. A junior at the University of Delaware in Newark. And she is a marketing major. And she has an internship this summer with a woman who used to sell business attire, like made-to-order business attire, I think. And that business is no longer going on. And now she is trying to start a wholesale made-to-order suit business. And the trick of this business, or the thing that sets it apart, is made to order and excellent measurements. And so there is a machine that takes pictures from all angles of your body and figures out all your different measurements. And there are also some apps that do the same thing. And so basically what this thing that they're doing is they're testing the apps to see how accurate they are and how well they do, but compared to this big $20,000 machine that's designed to do this. And so basically they're trying to do a data comparison. And so they're looking for people, if you're in the Southeast Pennsylvania area, they're looking for people to get their body scanned. And so they're set up right outside of Nordstrom's at the King of Prussia Mall. So they're very, not outside, but in a shop right next to Nordstrom's. And so it's very easy to find. And I went to help. I got a text from Ella saying, hey, we're going to be here these days. If you could come, that would be great. And then I got a text from her sister saying, Aurelia and I are going to be there tomorrow around noon if you want to come and join us. And so I did. So I signed up right away, and I was the first person there. And so I got to hang out with Ella for a while and get all my measurements done. And I have to download the app. I couldn't download the app from the mall. I don't know why. But she had it, and so I took pictures of all her pages. So I have all my measurements from the app, and then she wrote down all my measurements from the big fancy machine. They get it on an Excel spreadsheet, but you would think they would. They didn't have a printer. Maybe that was it. They didn't have a way to report, like to give me a report from that. But anyway, she wrote them all down. The point was, I wanted to help her with her project, but I also am very, very interested in what my actual measurements are. When there was a sort of a silhouette of the body with all the pinpoints of all the cameras when they took your picture, and you could see it in 3D, I was a little disappointed in my body. Seen in that, you know, matrix form. Oh well. So anyway, that's what I was doing on Sunday morning, and why I had to leave early so I could get to the mall. I wasn't sure, you know, exactly where I was going. As it turned out, I got to the mall 10 minutes early, and I parked by Nordstrom's, which is one of the anchor stores. There are quite a few anchor stores at the King of Prussia Mall. Is one of the biggest malls in the United States now. It's a destination mall, a little bit like the Mall of America, except it doesn't have any rides or anything. It's a high-end mall. So its anchor stores are Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's, Lord & Taylor, Macy's. I don't know who else. But they have at least those 5. And then they have like everybody in between, all the designers, all the, you know, and all the normal stores. I mean, the last time I was there was a few years ago. My Christmas present to my nieces used to be money and, you know, a trip to the King of Prussia Mall. So I spent a lot of time in Forever 21 and Urban Outfitters and, you know, those kind of places. Those girls know how to shop for a bargain, let me tell you. But, so anyway, it's a huge mall, and luckily this was easy to find, and so I parked right outside of Nordstrom's because they're set up right up next to Nordstrom's. But I didn't realize Nordstrom didn't open until 11, so I was there 10 minutes early. So I did a little sketch of Nordstrom's, which didn't turn out very well, and I came home and I painted more of an impressionistic version of Nordstrom's. So so I went and got all my measurements. They're having a drawing. The grand prize of the drawing is a custom fitted leather motorcycle jacket, which was absolutely gorgeous. She had one of them there, but it was like a size 2. I didn't even try it on. But it'll be made to my measurements when I win. They also had martini glasses, which I like too. So for every 25 people that sign, that get measured, they're going to give away a small prize, and then I think it's in 2 weeks, about 2 weeks, they'll be done there, and then they're going to give away the grand prize. But they're only looking for 100 people, so the odds are really good, way better than the lottery. So anyway, I got my eye on that leather jacket. So then Janine and Aurelia came, and we all went out to lunch. I took them to the Shake Shack, which is a burger place. And 10 years ago, the Shake Shack was like the big, eatery, the big thing in Manhattan. There were lines out the door. It was all a big deal. And I think it's near Times Square or on Times Square. And, it was the place to go for your late night munchies or burger or lunch or whatever. And of course, I'm a decade behind the times. But anyway, they have one at the King of Prussia Mall, and the only reason I know that is because it's a separate building on the ring road, the mall road around it, and there are so if we go to Costco over there, or if we've gone over shopping in another, we see it. So I knew it was there, and I wanted to try it, so I did. And I was able to I got a cheeseburger with bacon and hot peppers. It had little hot peppers that were spicy but delicious, in a lettuce wrap. It was really good. It was a very, very good burger, and I did steal 1 or 2 of Ella's fries. The fries were nothing to write home about, but the burger was really good. And I'm not sad that I didn't love the fries. And anyway, it was delicious. And it was fun to spend time with Janine and Ella, and to meet Aurelia, who was lovely. And we had a very nice time. And the girls went off to shop or work again, and I came home. Oh, and then we went and brought dinner to Aura and brought the dogs and dinner to Aura's and spent some time with her on Sunday night. So I didn't get too much else done on Sunday besides those things, but it was a very good day. And I have my measurements, and now I have to transfer them out of the pictures of my phone into my journal or something, so that I have them. But it's really nice to have actual, accurate measurements. They're not easy to take, so I was very interested in both helping and in the result. So that was my Sunday. And yesterday I swatched and painted. I painted keep trying to paint these flowers. I'm not succeeding very well, but I keep trying. So today I probably will spend a little bit of time trying to clean out the car a little bit. Jason and Allison and the girls are flying into Philadelphia on Friday night, and Dennis and I are each going to drive a car down to the airport, and they're going to take our dog car and they're going to have it for the week. So we need to clean it up a little bit. I mean, it's just got fur and dust, We don't really take it anywhere else, so it's not full of garbage and junk and stuff. It just, needs to be cleaned. And it also has a whole bunch of, all of the warning lights have gone off. This happened to it last summer, and it was just a sensor had gone bad. So we think the sensor went bad again, but we're taking it in tonight for them to look at it tomorrow, just to make sure that everything is okay, because we don't want to give them a car with every light on to drive around for a week. So anyway, so that will be, we'll be doing that Friday night. So today we want to clean out the car and take it to the dealer, or to our car guy, in case he has to keep it, you know, and we're cutting it close, picking the car up like Friday. So, so it'll be clean. So I'll probably be working on cleaning the car, and I was going to be making crackers yesterday and I forgot, and so I didn't make the crackers. And so I'll probably be doing that today. And I'm casting on Christy's shawl today. And I think I'm going to go with the blue beads as written in the pattern and see what I think. And if I'm not happy with the blue, then I'll tink back and do the white. But someone yesterday reminded me that lots of beads could make it heavier, and so I need to be careful about that. And I need to remember to put in lifelines, because it has been a very long time since I did lace, and I am a big believer in lifelines. So I want to make sure that I have my dental floss, my normal dental floss, not my bead dental floss, and make sure I have that handy, because I will be putting in lifelines. So that's my update and my report. I will be putting, it's only a couple of minutes, but you can skip it, but how I'm planning on doing the beads. I know some of you really prefer the crochet hook, and I think the crochet hook would work great. It would probably even be faster than what I'm doing, especially since I'm so awkward at it. I'm expecting to get faster as I put more beads in. But I don't have a crochet hook. I don't have one, a little tiny one. They didn't have one at my local yarn shop. I would have bought one if they had one. So much for that plan. So I'm going to be doing the dental floss that's coming up, unless I end up somehow acquiring a crochet hook. If this drives me crazy, I'll just order one. I can do that. It's okay. If I need one, I can do it. So I will say goodbye. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you are doing well and staying safe. Please, please do that. Stay safe and stay sane. Okay, this is take 5. Dennis is my videographer for a minute, just to make sure I'm still in screen, because I am not good at this. All right, so I've done my edging, and now I'm going to put a bead. So I take my dental floss stuff that I showed you yesterday morning. Well, this morning, but by the time you see this, it'll be yesterday. And you put it through the stitch like that. There you go. And then get a bead. And put the bead on the, put the end back through the bead, which is not so easy when you're trying to make sure people can see it. Back through the bead like that. And then it comes through, and you can pull your stitch off because it's being held by the dental floss. Put the stitch back on the needle, and there you go. So now you have your bead on, and voila. Now I'm going to do a yarn over, so I need a bead on the next stitch. And there you go. Put the dental floss through when you can, because there you go. And get the next bead. And trying to get it visible. And you pull the bead up through the dental floss onto the stitch. Oops. Pull the stitch off, makes it work better. Skinny bead, there you go. And pull off the dental floss, and now you have the bead on the next stitch. But if you're going to do a yarn over, you do a yarn over, and then you do your bead. Now I'm never sure when I do a bead if I'm supposed to put the bead, do the stitch through the back loop or not. So I'm
whatever I feel like at the moment. But like I said, this is just a swatch. So I'm going to put another bead so you can see how I do it. These are the dental flosses that Dennis had, and those, the fluff makes it so much nicer because then they don't.
Camera doesn't.
Oops, my videographer says we had a problem. Don't worry, it'll be fine. And put the yarn back on, take the dental floss out, voila, and now I'm going to do a yarn over. So anyway, this is how my intention, and again, I feel like it needs to go through the back loop. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but it's what I'm doing. I don't think you're going to be able to tell anyway, so I don't think it makes any difference. But there's my stitches that I've done while you were watching, and that's my plan for doing stitches, or putting the beads on the knitting. So there you go. Thank you, sweetie.